Roll for Romance is a podcast featuring 5 friends thirsty for D20.
Hello and welcome to Roll for Romance. I'm your DM Emily, or D-Emily, and with me I have 3 amazing adventurers. Up first, let's talk to Holly and see what the romance angels have in store for Faris.
Well, the romance angels say keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations.
What's Faris's usual type?
Breathing.
Breathing and rich?
Isn't it old and like on death's door, but lots of money?
Very, very wealthy.
Yeah.
So, a young, poor person.
Young poor person.
God, the horror.
I feel like Faris had like a young poor person when she was younger that she was very much in love with.
Yes.
And he like screwed her over.
Yes.
And now
Yeah.
she's like,
I gotta get the exact opposite.
it like made her kind of evil. Her heart.
I don't know if she's evil, but yeah.
She is evil.
She's definitely sneaky pants.
Yeah.
She
And selfish and spoiled.
she's
and
like put a
vain.
fortress
she
around her
should be.
heart.
Amazing. And that's what we love about her.
Yeah, that's what we love.
So how old is Gary?
Gary is a wood elf, so you have no clue how old he is.
Yeah, but wood elves live for a long time, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, he seems like would appear to be about like in his 30s.
Okay, so younger than my usual
Yeah.
suitor. Okay. Definitely, unless he's hiding something, he doesn't seem to be as rich. I mean, he's a working man.
You don't know very much about Gary.
So
Gary's full of
mysterious.
secrets and mysteries, but they're so
Ooh.
secret that we don't even
Yeah,
know.
even
he's
Gary
got
doesn't know them.
All right.
Wow.
Well, hopefully Faris will meet someone who takes her by surprise.
Ooh. What about Deserae? What's in the cards for Hilrana?
It says separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon.
Oh. Yeah.
And there's like a
I hate
lady
it. I'm
laying in
crying.
bed and like some knight like clutching his heart. Like I guess he's leaving. Maybe he's going away to war or something.
I'm just gonna
Or
cry
he's just like
right
going
now.
to get bagels. And
He's going to get
yeah,
bagels.
he's going to get bagels, but Miles is going to take the bagels.
Yeah.
And then they're going to have
Yeah.
to
and it's
have
going to take a
fight.
really long time to
in the
find more
room.
bagels.
Or a bagel
Yeah.
quest.
The
Miles has
bagel
eaten
quest.
all the bagels within the city,
Oh
and they
my
have
God.
to
Oh
go
my
on the
God.
quest for
The
bagels.
bagel quest.
That's why Miles isn't in this episode, because he ate all
Yeah,
the
he
bagels.
ate too many bagels. That's actually his real problem. He's not an alcoholic. He's a bagelholic.
What's in the cards for Sigil?
Sigil is playfulness.
Ooh.
There's like some people on a swing. The lady's kind of got her boobs out.
Tits out, swing.
They're covered with a diaphanous fabric,
Ooh, nice.
but you can still see some
Yeah,
stuff.
oh.
And it says to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine.
Yeah.
For a sigil, that's no problem.
No problem.
If this was Lanny, I'd be like, well, not happening.
No fun.
No fun.
playfulness
Fun
allowed.
doesn't exist.
All right. For me, as the DM, because I don't know who this would apply to, because Sono's gone.
Where did he go?
He went to take a shower.
Oh, he's not like gone. I'm like
You don't
on
know.
the bagel quest.
He's not on a bagel quest.
Now I'm worried about him in the shower. Is he coming back? I'm so
I
scared.
feel like he's pulling it to bias.
You'll
Is he gonna
find
get
out
murdered in
if
the
he.
shower? What's
You
gonna
will
happen?
find out in this episode.
Oh my God.
Murdered in the shower.
Well, today has been quite interesting. Book club went about as good as expected with the subpar sequel to Kiss of Fire. Not many of us enjoyed it, but luckily it didn't seem to dampen the enthusiasm about the book club trip to Sky Shayla to visit the crater of the lost city of Amaret. It was such a delight to see Sigil at book club. It's been, well, 10 years, I think, give or take. They seem a bit flighty, but they're a good one. All of the other members of the club have returned as well. In fact, they've invited us to a party, and Slithers and I are going to attend. Hopefully we can discuss the book club trip more and get a glimpse into what their lives are like. It's always interesting to see what Greg's daughter is up to. She's a bit of a wild card, just like her father.
Last time you had a house party with the
Yes.
Spellbound Social Club members to welcome them to your new manor, which you had begun to describe, and we had gone through most of the home and had a cool pro wrestling demo. Hilrana shut down Sono, and then he went to go take a shower, cry.
Huh?
And you have your cool new assistant, Bartholomew / Bart, who is Archie's
I forgot about him.
Archie's hot nephew.
Nice.
Wait, who does he look like again? What's his face?
He looks like Joe Manganiello,
Yes.
except a gnome.
Yeah.
And of course, you met your new friend, Sigil. Well, I don't know if you're friends yet.
Friend? We're friends. We're friends.
Totally friends.
We're friends.
And you were
I'm getting friend
about
vibes.
to show them your trophy room. So we're gonna start
That's
there.
right.
Miles has gone off because he pulled a muscle in the wrestling thing,
Oh.
and he has a whole regimen that he does, like if he knows he doesn't want to have a full injury, so he has to immediately leave to go to the spa
right
to take care of it, get like 50 masseuses
like lots of
working.
steam,
Yeah, lots of steam. So that's
ice
what he's up to.
baths.
Yeah, it's gonna take at least a day or two.
He
Yeah.
is
But that's what
such
he
a
needs
diva.
to do for
Yeah.
his self-care.
Yeah, so that's what
You're
he's
like, that's what he needs to do for his self-care. I'm like, he's a diva.
He promptly has fled the party to go deal with that.
Sarah's
That's the
nicer
muscle
person.
lifestyle.
It is.
It is.
You know, I
the
can't
muscle
judge. Hilrana doesn't have.
So we're going to enter the trophy room, and this is why I asked you guys what you had in your trophy room. So I would love for you to tell me what is within.
I have there's just a head on a platter.
Ooh,
It's kind of mummified now.
oh,
Naturally modified.
Yeah, my
Okay.
dad gave it to me for my 16th birthday.
Nice.
Aww.
So good. Such a supportive dad.
Who does the head belong to? Do you know?
It was somebody that just said something inappropriate to me once.
Man, your dad is such a
Yeah,
good
it was
dad.
Wow.
super sweet.
That's so nice.
So
He's so
that's there.
thoughtful.
He's such a
He
great
really
dad.
is. He's such a good dad. I love him so much.
So there's a
So-
stinky head.
I mean, it doesn't stink. It's like mama. So it's past the decaying stage. It's
Yeah.
been like put in like salts and things. So
okay,
it's
all
like,
right.
It's
So
like
yeah,
jerky.
all right, okay. So it has had some kind of
Yeah.
Preservation.
Plus, there's
Yeah.
like glass over it, so like
Okay,
it's not just out. We don't want
Okay.
bugs getting
Oh.
into it or anything.
That's a lot classier
in case.
Yeah.
to have it like in its own case.
He
and
wanted
stuff.
me to put it on a pike outside the front door, but I don't know that just as a warning to other people that try to say disparaging
Right.
things about me. But I thought that was a
Yeah.
little much. But I was like, I'll keep it in the trophy room.
Yeah, that way if somebody's giving you shit, you can just like bring them in there and be like, that could be you.
Yeah. Did I ever
exactly.
tell you about the time that my dad gave me this head?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I love it. And then
so-
you're not
that's so
even
good.
directly threatening them. You're just telling them a story.
Yeah.
What else is within the trophy room? Sigil wouldn't know because
I
Sigil is not
don't
Sigil's. Well, except for
know.
that dagger that Sigil's gonna.
The dagger.
Greg also put some trophies in there, just says like world's best daughter and
Yeah.
stuff. But I didn't know they were
There's
going to be
an-
in there.
There's an entire like glass case of awards that Greg has given you throughout the years.
Amazing.
Way
I'm
too
going
many
to take them down
trophies.
as soon as possible because they're really embarrassing.
Some of them are as like big as like cheerleading trophies.
Amazing. Do they like have plaques?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at the plaques to see what Hilrana's good at.
I don't know. You tell me.
So I think that you're probably the best at giving Father's Day presents.
Oh.
Like,
Like my
and you're
dad.
also the smartest.
Yes.
Obviously, you're the smartest daughter in the world.
Mhm.
In
the universe.
the universe. Oh gosh, yeah, of course. God, don't stop at the world. That's
Yeah.
not enough.
That's not
It's
enough
too
for
small.
his
It's
daughter.
not enough.
In the multiverse, actually.
It's amazing.
Whoa.
I really didn't end up with like crippling perfectionist issues from all the like trophies and praise and like having to like hear that how great I am my whole life.
There's one here
really
that says
hard.
that you're also the best at learning from your mistakes. So maybe that's why.
Yeah. The thing is, you also didn't live with your dad full time.
That's true.
Yeah. You don't remember what else happened, though.
I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, there isn't one for best memory.
No, not at all.
Maybe there is a collage on the wall with flora from all the places we've traveled.
Oh.
So it wouldn't be an
nice.
obvious trophy. It would just be simply a lovely floral collage featuring things. Oh, and there's also, weirdly, a parrot feather included. There's things from the Bloodworth estate, flora.
Oh, nice.
Poison, be careful. From
It just said poison.
To take the leaves off the wall and try to eat them, but you did tell me to be careful.
Be
so-
careful, Sigil.
What else do you see in this room, Sigil, besides the
What do
trophy?
I see?
Yeah, what do you see?
I feel like there's some guard uniforms that, you know, they look a little bit like they've got some, you know, they've seen some action
Yeah.
in terms of maybe there's some stabs here and there, a little bit of blood.
Yeah.
Half-eaten bagel sandwich.
Half-eaten bagel.
The wrapper from a
Yes.
from a bagel sandwich.
There are
Gary looks at that and cries a little bit.
there's some really outlandish costumes that are on, like in glass cases, you know, like the really big, the ones that have like a faceless mannequin inside, and then it's got a glass case, and it's just a fantastic costume of some kind. And those are some of the things that Miles has worn.
Yes.
But he's retired, so he's not gonna wear them. 'Cause
No.
you can't wear the same look to a gala
No, absolutely not.
again.
Paddle from a sex dungeon.
And a really big schlong of a dildo.
Yes.
A
Well,
fluffy
that's
blue dildo.
interesting. Looks like it has some kind of poison on it.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Good thing I'm immune to poison.
Yeah, good thing.
I feel like if YouTube was a thing, there'd be like Milace's like YouTube awards for all his viewers for
Yes.
like
Oh
his
yeah,
skincare.
he would
All
have
of
one of
his-
those plaques that's
He's
like,
like a skincare influencer. Like
all
in
of
the
his
past.
all of his like worthless awards from the MLMs that he was a part of.
Oh, yeah.
oh yeah, he is like a star seller.
Yeah.
I'm sure he
Ooh,
would.
star
He would
seller.
be even better at recruiting people, like talking people into becoming sellers themselves. I'm surprised that might be where he got a lot of his money from, because it's like that's where the money is in MLMs, is if you recruit people to be down like the line.
But the problem was he didn't actually take any commissions from it. He just thought that he was supposed to convince people to join.
oh yeah, he forgot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Deepening Mila's lore when Lauren's not
Ooh.
here.
Yeah, and she can't tell us no,
No.
so this is all canon
Yeah,
now.
that's how it goes.
I think the portrait of everyone with Solno at the town
Oh,
square.
How nice.
Absolutely.
Oh, how lovely. What a beautiful portrait. Are you all the prince's lovers?
Well, we pretended to be at one point, but I think he only has his heart open for one of us now.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I think that we should make a new portrait with me in it too. Maybe all of us.
Oh, no, I mean, I don't know that we'll have time.
Desmond could help draw it. He's a very
Desmond
proficient
can draw?
painter.
I want to see that.
I definitely think we should let Desmond have a portrait of all of us if he can make one. That's
Yeah.
wonderful.
You know, Faris loves getting portraits done of her. I'm sure she would
I
love a
do.
private portrait.
Well,
sitting
I
with
would have to be
Desmond.
there to supervise, but
Yes, of course.
Of course. So I tell you what, when you get back to my apartment, just wait for me to send you a scroll and we'll set it up.
that sounds great.
All right, sugar. Bless her
She's-
heart. I kind of feel bad for her. She's so sweet but insane.
Yeah. I think that's what people say about me.
I think that's what people say about me too.
Yeah.
Sigil,
I kind of feel bad for them.
you do see the dagger.
I do see
It
the
is
dagger.
also set up with what looks like some kind of wooden shard, like a splintered piece of wood.
Huh. I'm gonna try and like go look at the wood without being too obvious, like that I'm super intrigued.
Do you think that anyone else is paying attention to what Sigil's doing at this moment?
Okay, so I feel like Faris would keep an eye. I don't know. I just kind of feel like because she's a thief, she would probably.
That's why I'm asking. Yeah,
Yeah.
if you were keeping an eye on it or not. So
Yeah.
then I would have you make I don't know, either stealth or deception to try to look like you don't care.
We'll go with deception
Yeah.
because I have a positive modifier for deception. I got a 20.
A natural 20?
Nat 20. So that's a
Whoa,
total
okay.
of 21.
I would still like you to make a perception check.
Okay.
Just in case.
Come on, you guys. I rolled a 20. I look chill as hell.
I know, but she could also have a nat 20 perception.
Oh, I did not.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah. So no one even is paying any attention. You're like, I could give a crap about this wooden shard.
Meanwhile, I'm communing spiritually with the wooden shard. And what do I find out?
How do you commune with the shard spiritually?
Kind of closing my eyes and I'm just kind of filling myself with the aura of the shard.
Make a religion check.
Wow, I got a 22.
Ooh. This thing has very potent religion energy.
Wow.
No, you get very strong Lear energy from this. You would have to like actually go up and try to touch it and identify it and spend some time with it, but you get super strong Lear vibes from that baby. Like you wouldn't be surprised if it was an artifact that was either blessed by her or had something to do with like her followers or her bloodline, even like a descendant of Lear.
Wow. Okay, I have to calm down. And then I'm gonna try and just casually be like, so what's this piece of wood? What's that?
Me and Hilrana just looked at each other, but you can't see that.
There's a long silence.
Did you find something interesting?
Oh, I just this wood and this shard of wood.
You never seen wood before?
It's just interesting. That's like it's there.
It's nice.
Huh. Well, as you can see, I just love to collect mementos of our travels, and like this floral collage over here, that's just a tiny little piece of wood from the Surlin Woods when we visited Bloodworth Manor.
Oh.
No special significance, just a little memento. I do love to take those where we don't tell.
Make a deception check.
Ah, son of a bitch.
Make an insight check.
Insight.
Annette is also going to make an insight check.
I rolled a 1, so I got a 3.
Annette got a 6.
Got to 23.
Okay, well, it's a pretty convincing story.
Nice.
You know it's more than that, but you just...
But maybe I think she doesn't know.
you think that she doesn't know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like how some people, collect sand
Exactly.
in those little bottles from all the different beaches they go to.
Yes.
Yeah. Or dirt. You could collect dirt.
Exactly.
That would be a fun collection.
Yes, and I just love little pieces of plants and little flowers. I just think they're so pretty, and they look so nice when they're pressed between a book, and then you can remember that adventure forever.
Wow. Yeah.
You're going to have to be in charge of memento collection if you go on the book club trip.
Oh, I'd love to, Annette.
Should really talk to Gary about that.
Oh, where is Gary?
Where is Gary? Gary is hanging out with Mitzi over by the case of Hilrana's trophies. Looking at them.
Hey, yeah, I'm also kind of trained as an archaeologist, so I could help with memento collecting if you wanted.
Of
enough.
course.
Yeah.
Well, you could do maybe actual collection of cool artifacts if we happen upon that,
Yeah,
as
cool
opposed to
artifacts.
just like dirt and sand.
What's wrong with dirt?
Dirt can be
I'm not
quite
saying that there's
valuable.
anything wrong with it. I'm just saying that it seems like your talents might be wasted if you were to just collect dirt.
Thanks.
I mean, you're part of the book club, so you are invited on the trip, obviously.
Wow. I'm excited. I'm excited to go.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's if you can
Excited
afford.
to oh yeah. How much is it going to be, do you think?
Well, actually, Gary will come over. Gary, we were going to speak about the book club trip. I don't know if everyone here was interested. I don't want to co-opt your party, but we could speak about it. We don't have to do that tonight if you don't want to, but we could start going over the details that Gary's collected.
Was the prince also in the book club?
No, he's not part of the book club. Neither is that woman over there. So if she wants to be part of this conversation, she'll have to purchase some items from my shop.
She can't read. It's fine.
I can read.
No, you can't.
I can't.
Wow.
No, you can't.
What?
Yeah, remember that time you tried to read and you couldn't?
What? Make a perception check.
This is
Or deception
the vibes
check, I
got
guess.
so weird again.
Deception check.
Can I offer some assistance?
Sure. Yes. How do you convince Arani that she doesn't know how to read?
Deception.
Paris is shaking her head now. Oh no,
God, I got
honey, you
11.
can't read.
11?
Oh my god, watch it succeed.
That's... I really thought I could. Maybe Desmond's the one that can read.
Yes, Desmond.
Desmond,
Yes.
do you want to join the book club? Desmond is nowhere to be found. He's probably over by the snacks. I'll go find him and see if he wants to join. So she's
Yeah.
gonna leave.
Okay, excellent. That was great.
So Ronnie, right? That's her name. Is she like part of your
No.
adventuring group or whatever's going on
Well,
with you guys?
we met her on a recent adventure,
Oh,
and she was sort of living in the woods, and she made us some very frightening stew.
okay.
And so some of us just sort of thought, well, maybe let's just get her somewhere where she's a little safer and not on her own. And
That someone was not me.
it was not, but anyway, so I have her staying at my old apartment since
Oh, okay.
I'm not ready to give it up quite yet. And we have this new home, and just so she can get acclimated to city life again.
All right. Yeah.
But she sort of wants to insert herself into everything, and that's very fine, but we don't.
Oh.
We just want her to have a chance to rest and relax and not be on adventures while she recovers.
Okay. And she's got her friend, the raccoon,
Yes.
that's not exactly a tame raccoon.
No.
No.
You look over and see the raccoon trashing the snacks.
Okay.
He's 100% raccoon.
Okay. Cool.
Mhm.
Not really a house pet.
No.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Right. So
Didn't she mention something during the tour about her husband being dead?
we're
I
not
think
100.
she did. I think, and I also remember she went on a little bit with me about getting her 3 animals married. They all got married.
Well, that's interesting.
Yes.
Did
So
she kill her
alright.
husband?
we're not 100% sure.
Faris and Hilrana didn't even know that her husband was dead until she said that, because she said to you guys before that her husband left her.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what I remember.
And then
too,
she
out
told
of
Sigil.
character.
She told Sigil that her husband is dead.
Oh, okay. So we wouldn't have known that.
Well, you weren't there
He
during the
left her
tour.
by dying.
You knew during the tour, but that was
You-
new information.
You
to
overheard that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So that's an interesting little wrinkle. It's
Yes. I just feel
fun
as though,
aspect to
yeah,
this.
she's a little too unpredictable to take on some of the adventures we like to have.
I don't
right.
trust anyone that's that happy all the time.
Slithers, darling, will you keep an eye on her while she's here? And Slithers will come up and do some little snake tongue things and then
Aw,
slither off.
Slithers.
Slither will slither
Nice.
off of
He's
her
so
shoulder and head
cute.
over.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Well, let's talk about this trip.
So the prince doesn't want to join the book club, I'm assuming.
I don't think he can read.
Wow. Well, your friend Miles doesn't know how to read, but he's part of the club.
He likes to look at the picture and pretend that he knows what's happening.
Well, I can ask Sono. How would you feel about that, Hilrana?
I don't care.
All right. Well, I'll,
Whoa.
Not like that. I just don't have an opinion.
okay. Well, I can ask the prince. I think He's somewhere
Well,
around here.
Maybe we could have some of the cake that Gary brought while you go check on the prince and see if he wants to be involved. Faris, I could go upstairs with you if you wanted any help looking for Soda.
Oh, I desperately need your help, Mitzi.
Okay. Oh my gosh. You don't know where, he is, do you?
I haven't a clue.
It might take us a while to find him, but...
We'll be back. Okay. And she's going to take Mitzi's hand and start pulling her.
That's going to take a little while.
So wait, where did they go to get the cake?
They're
They're trying to find Sono.
hypothetically going to find Soda.
In
And
the shower?
Bartholomew's going to get the cake.
But yes, if you want to tell Bartholomew to get the cake.
Yes. Now that Mean Lace is gone.
I would. Oh yes, I shall go fetch the cake. I overheard you say something about the prince and finding him. He left. He said he needed to go home to take a shower.
Okay.
Just figured. Oh, they're already gone.
Yeah, I don't think they'll be back for a while.
But cake, yes, cake. And he will go get the cake and bring it out.
Delicious.
Delicious. Roll for cake.
Roll for cake.
I'm gonna roll for Gary's ability to purchase good or
I got
make
a
good
5.
I
cake.
got a 13.
It's cake. It seems it's like a grocery store cake, but not like really good grocery store cake.
Aw,
Just kind of like
hate
middle of the
grocery store
road
cake.
grocery store cake that you might buy for like a child's birthday
I'm
party.
so sad now.
Okay.
Yeah, Gary's like, oh, this isn't as good as I thought it looked. I'm sorry.
Gary, this is pretty good. This is good cake.
Oh, thanks.
It's good.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thanks.
Don't be so hard on yourself, man.
Yeah, so book club trip.
Book
Yeah.
club trip. I'm stoked. Kind of need to know how much it is.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the part that's always no fun about these kinds
Yeah.
of things. I was kind of hoping to, pitch everybody on it and then go over the cost, but let's do the cost first. It's pretty far away, and depending on what we want to do, it could be a direct trip to just the crater to try to investigate that. Or since we're already going to a different country, maybe doing some more sightseeing along the way might be fun. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that if we took an airship, I don't think we're going to be able to afford that. That's going to be 5,000 gold per person. So I figured there are two other options, and they're going to end up being about the same, which would be more like 2,000 gold.
All right.
I can probably help supplement some of that, but not all of it. I can't afford to do any kind of airship, Gary.
I can tell you about what the trips, just to let you know, like, what it would involve in case that seems pricey.
What if we just said, like, oh, we can't do that, and then we had to do a different thing in the campaign?
No, you don't have to go. This is all totally
Okay.
optional.
Oh, man.
Why doesn't Greg have an airship?
Why'd you
That's
break up with that prince?
Where's
I don't actually say
dating?
that.
Let me just give you the two different itineraries that would be about the same. And
Cool.
And so one of them would be we could travel by road with carriages. That would take us through Whitrun and then past the Surlin. You could visit your friends in the Surlin Woods if you wanted to take a detour. Never been there. I've heard it's kind of spooky. Anyway, you could go through Torgard and then through the Gunvoran Peaks, and then we'd go into Skyshela, the other country that we'd be heading to, and then from there we could spend a few days at a resort by the Asali Springs, and then head south to Bridget's Blessing and maybe stay there as our base of operations. The crater itself, like, there's nowhere to stay there because obviously it's a crater.
Right.
So we would probably we'd be staying a day or two away and then maybe camping near the crater, as close as we can get.
Yeah, because isn't there something about the crater that, like, drains you of your will to live?
It makes you just not want to be there, from what
Yeah.
we were reading, or like not
I
even
feel
really
that
wanna
way
do
about
anything.
any crater.
Yeah.
So.
I figured it'd be like a day trip, just so we could experience it.
Yeah.
Or if we really wanted to investigate more, then we'd have to probably put a little bit more resources into that. But anyway, the other option is to go by sea. It would make the trip shorter, but it's more expensive to charter a boat versus carriages. You get a ship from Wakefort across the Gulf of Stars to go directly to the crater. And that would also skip past the dangers of going anywhere near the ruined city of Creatus, which it's a little sketchy, a little bit of a dicier area to be around when you're traveling.
Yeah, but
Wouldn't
these
go
are
direct.
adventurers.
Well, that's what I figured.
You guys could get it handled, I'm sure.
I personally couldn't, but I can't speak for my friends. Are you guys my friends? I'm not. Never
Yes.
mind. Please don't answer that question.
Gary never knows if anybody's his friend. It's really kind of sad. I think they might be your friends, Gary. You're at their party.
Oh, wait, Faris isn't even there.
Yeah.
Let's say Faris got back down.
I was going to say,
She's very disheveled.
yes, and happy.
Yeah, Mitzi's also very happy and disheveled.
Of course we're your friends, Gary.
Wow. Okay. Cool.
So what do you guys think? Do we want to go on this adventure?
How much planning do you think? Like, how many months, weeks are we talking about?
It's fairly flexible. I want as many people from the book club to be able to go since it was a joint idea.
Cool.
But I wouldn't say more than a couple months. Unless people need more time to gather resources to go.
How much does the ship cost to charter?
Both the ship and the overland one would be 2,000 gold per person. The land one will take you to more places. You'll get to have more like sightseeing. The
Should we
ship
stop
one.
at Roadhouse?
Yeah, you definitely could stop. You would definitely be able to stop at Roadhouse because that would be taking you the same road that you went to go to Surlin.
Sigil, have you been to Roadhouse?
Yeah.
I have not. I've heard about Roadhouse. That's
You know,
what
I've heard that they might be putting a franchise in next to the old abandoned warehouse that used to have the fairy fire in it.
If we're going to go to
That would be
Roadhouse, can we
great.
make sure that we go there on a Wednesday? Because I really want to see the wolf attack thing.
Oh, the
Oh,
Wolf
that's
Attack
wonderful.
Wednesdays is the best.
I mean, I'm sure that we could arrange that if that's what people wanted to do.
I would really, that just would be so cool. Yeah, I put me down as a tentative yes for any of the options, and I'll figure it out. I'll figure something out.
Great, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So if you're thinking a couple of months, then that should give me roughly 8 Friday nights. I'll be fine, sugar. Put me down.
Okay, great.
Yeah, I'll of course go.
Oh.
Someone's got to keep an eye on Faris.
Oh,
Oh. I can't do Mitzi's voice anymore because of goddamn Ronnie.
Well, I could definitely go.
wonderful.
I make a lot of money from my camp girl job.
What?
We were talking about that earlier. It doesn't exist. It doesn't actually. Being a camp girl does not exist in this.
There's ways to see things at a distance. You
true.
could be like a scribe.
Like a magic
Yeah, scry girl.
She's a scry girl.
She's
That's
a
where
scry
Miles made all those, like, his influencer money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is scrying skincare.
Yeah, she's a scry girl.
Yeah, I've got plenty of money.
Oh, Faris.
Uh-oh.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, sugar.
Oh, okay.
Wait a minute. I'm talking to Mitzi,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay,
I
thank God.
can't do the voices. I don't know how to do Mitzi's voice anymore. I'm sorry.
Mitzi turns into a Ronnie.
Oh, I got scared for a second.
We don't have to make decisions tonight. And I'm also open to other itineraries. It's just that those are probably the two least expensive options for also being able to enjoy the trip and not just get there and then immediately leave.
Yeah.
Well, I think it would be wonderful if we were somehow able to stop by Bloodworth Manor. I would love to say hello to all of them on our way.
Do you think they would mind an entire book club coming? I guess we could stay in Surlin if we didn't.
No, I could ask Luke. I'm sure he would actually really enjoy the company.
And Faris has heart eyes. She's shooting at our Hilrana, but like, oh my God.
Hilrana's trying to not look excited.
Yeah.
Are there any questions about anything? Or I feel like I kind of derailed the party with talk of money and stuff.
Oh, no, honey. That was part of the reason why we wanted to get together was to talk about the trip.
So which one do you guys think is like the better option? Is the land trip or the
I
sea trip?
prefer land so I can stay more rooted to the earth. We've spent much too long at sea. And frankly, we haven't had great luck airship-wise.
I would love to have the chance to go by carriage and see some old friends and visit the roadhouse and Maybe meet new friends along the way.
I would be interested in going overland, and I would love, if we could, maybe just take a peek at the ruined city of Creatus. I know we're not supposed to go there,
right?
but
I really want to go and see it.
it's very dangerous.
Oh my.
That makes it more appealing.
Wouldn't it be
for
worth
me.
it, though? My father's family actually came from there, and they had to flee during the uprising, but
Oh no.
countless information is hidden within the archives of
Oh my
that
god.
city, whatever's left, what wasn't burned. Now, it has a shit ton of really dangerous things there that have moved in since, and the Yuan-Ti that decided to stay were totally very violent and bad. So, you know, I wouldn't say it would be a mandatory side trip, maybe just for those who would be interested.
I am into that. Aneth, did you say earlier that you were maybe looking for somebody to help at the shop?
I'm definitely not.
Damn it, F.
All right. That's that, you guys. I'm sure you and Slithers have that on lockdown. I need a job.
Oh, honey.
Yeah,
I could ask
do.
my dad. He's always looking for good help.
What industry is your dad in?
I'd rather not say.
That's fine.
Which sounds right up
he's
your
part
alley.
of the mob.
okay.
We don't like to call it the mob.
the
He's-
mob.
Yeah,
He's a great guy.
It's a family business.
Okay.
How comfortable are you dancing
consider
on
it.
stage with not many clothes on?
I would try.
Stop by the Beholder and give my friend my name.
Boy, I'm not sure. I think people might pay to get me to stop.
How do you feel about smuggling?
Smuggling
Wait, smuggling or snuggling?
Both.
with an M.
With snuggling with smugglers.
Snug. No, smug. I got confused.
Smuggling.
Smuggling and snuggling. Oh man, I want that to be another business.
Yeah.
It's Greg's side business.
You know what? It depends on what I would be smuggling or snuggling. Really, either way, I might have some qualms depending on.
It's mostly like jewels, drugs.
Okay, I'll think about it. Yeah.
I don't know why I'm advocating for Greg. It's just he's a good friend.
Oh,
and-
you're advocating for my dad. I was starting to worry that you were his competition.
No, he's my friend.
Oh, good. I would hate for you to die.
Trust me.
You're just becoming
There's no
friends.
chance of that.
Good.
Oh,
Fantastic.
ooh, intriguing. I'm saying that as me, not Faris.
Greg
Maybe I'll hit on a net.
Greg would own a business called Snuggling and Smuggling.
Yeah.
Oh, he uses dogs to smuggle jewels.
Oh my god.
They're all
you
really
guys.
cute, though.
You have to train the dogs.
Yeah, nothing happens to the dogs
You'd
because
actually
they're
just be a
so
dog
cute.
trainer.
Amazing. I've got a +2 in animal handling.
Oh, look.
You'd
they
be
could
great
have
for the
little,
job.
Like pouches, like St. Bernard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did somebody say something about a job? I've been really looking for one.
Oh, no. Unfortunately, I think the post has already been
Oh,
filled.
damn it.
Oh, honey.
I hear Faris has a friend down at the Beholder.
Well, honey, I don't know how you feel about this, and I would be a little concerned.
Don't
but
be shy, Faris. I think she would be fabulous.
how do you feel about dancing with barely any clothes on in front of people?
She starts to take her time.
Oh, not here.
Save it for the workplace, sugar. Contact my
Okay.
friend.
Oh, Adonis is going to love her.
Oh,
I would love to. I love taking my clothes off.
You should definitely apply. Just go to my friend Chandra and tell her Faris sent you, and that she said you would do with much tutelage from Adonis.
Can Desmond, can he come to the Beholder?
Please take Desmond to the Beholder.
He could collect your tips.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like a tip
Absolutely.
raccoon.
Yes.
I think that could be your niche.
Oh, it's perfect.
I don't know how to do my voice, but you could also I have some
I could maybe get you a job at the gambling hall, or I do some scry girl work if you're interested in that.
I could do gambling hall.
Oh, really? Are you good with money? Are you good with counting?
I'm super good at counting.
Well, excellent.
I count really well.
You'll have to, have a character reference just because, you're going to be dealing with a lot of money. And,
Yeah.
I trust you and I trust Gary. I don't want to bring anybody into the gambling halls because it's all for charity, as you know.
Right. So the problem is, it looked like I just kind of flaked out on all of my responsibilities about 10 years ago. So pretty much everybody I was working for at the time is a little bit mad. But that was because of reasons beyond my control.
Okay, well, I hate to say this, but yeah, I don't think they're gonna hire you.
Okay. Maybe I'll be taking my clothes off at the Beholder or smuggling drugs.
The dogs are really cute.
Drug dogs.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Those are my job options at the moment.
What do you think about going out to dinner with elderly women?
Sounds like a good time.
Well, let me know and I'll introduce you to some ladies. And hey, you'll get a free dinner. And sometimes they just love to give you a little spending money after dinner. That's all you got to do. But you do have to have dinner at 4:30. I hope that wouldn't be a problem.
I would have dinner anytime.
Do
Honestly,
you have
I'm
a
pretty hungry.
suit? Do you have a nice suit?
Yeah, got
All right, we'll talk about that
nice-
later.
Yeah, ish.
All right.
Could work out.
Did we talk about what is Sigil's sexual preference?
We have no idea.
We have no idea.
Don't know. Yeah, you're gonna have to ask or make assumptions.
Sigil, what is your sexual preference?
Except for in the Patreon story, Sigil has sex with a bunch of ghosts.
My sexual preference is ghosts.
Oh,
Ghosts. No, I didn't mean that.
No, I like that. It's canon now.
That was a weird joke.
It's
Gary
canon.
pointedly leaves. He's like, I cannot. I saw too much.
Sorry, Gary.
You didn't know that Gary saw you, so Gary just goes away. Gary's embarrassed.
Yeah, that makes sense.
What if somebody said that to you in real life?
What's your sexual preference,
I only have
ghosts?
sex with ghosts. I think I want a shirt that says K for ghosts. Such a good conversation.
Okay,
God, gay for ghosts. Hey there, it's your DM and pal Emily here with a few announcements. The first one is thank you so much for listening. We are almost at episode 40 of the main plot of the show, and we're past 40 episodes with all of our little side quests that we've done, and it means so much to us that you stuck with us this far. I want to give my apologies for us having to miss the new episode 2 weeks ago. Life happens. There's been a lot of illness that has cut through our backlog of recordings and made it so that we're essentially recording on a Sunday, and then that Thursday is when that episode that we just recorded happened. And so until we can get a backlog again, which I'm not sure when that will happen due to life, there is the possibility that we will miss a few more episodes. I hope not. I hope that everybody continues to stay healthy and happy and great, but you never know. And so I really appreciate you sticking with us as we try to get back on track with things. We do mention in this episode a spicy story from our Patreon that involves Gary and Sigil and a bunch of ghosts. So if you're interested in checking that out, you can go to our Patreon. The link is in the episode notes. Other than that, I don't have any other announcements. The only thing I'd like to say is I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having some fun and spicy things happening in your life. And I hope that you enjoy the rest of this episode.
We don't have to talk about my career fair stuff anymore for like 3 hours, at least, if you guys don't mind.
Sure.
I feel a little bit depressed.
Sigil,
this is
I
also kind of boring
heard-
too.
Yeah, I bet it is boring for everybody else, isn't it?
I heard you
Wow.
were gay for ghosts.
What? Gary's like, no, I never heard that. I don't know what you're talking about.
Who isn't? First of all, is that a
right.
problem?
No,
is that a weird thing for you?
I don't know what Sigil's sexual preferences are, and I definitely didn't see them with a bunch of ghosts.
Oh my God, Gary saw Sigil with a bunch of ghosts.
No, I didn't.
Are you okay, Sigil?
I did I out of character? Did I know that Gary saw me with the ghost?
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I'm fine. Why wouldn't I be fine?
I
I'm
didn't see
great.
anything.
I'm so good.
I'm also gay for ghosts.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
All right. So this is more of a like we're finding things in common
Yes.
and less of a like you're making accusations
No.
about me as a person.
I mean, there's not anything
Okay.
wrong with being into ghosts. Not that I'm into ghosts, but like, there's nothing wrong with it. There's no shame in being attracted to ghosts.
Are you attracted to ghosts,
cool.
Gary?
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe.
Oh,
Welcome to the club.
Gary.
I wouldn't say that it's the fact that they're ghosts exactly. It's just that some ghosts are real hot.
So it just depends on the person.
Yeah.
And they're willing to do a lot of stuff because, like, they're already dead and they're bored.
Yeah, and different stuff is possible.
They've
Yeah.
probably learned a lot too. But you know, Gary, I did want to say that I heard from a very wise person that your soulmate may be very different from your usual type and expectations. So maybe your perfect soulmate is a ghost and you'll meet them at the library.
I mean, most of my friends are ghosts, so that sounds highly likely that if I did have a soulmate, it would be a ghost.
Oh, that's so sweet.
That's wonderful.
Anyway, is there any kind of fun party games or something we could do so we could
should
stop
do
talking
a
about
game.
this?
I
We
hate
should
games.
Okay.
Oh, no, don't let me stop you. I can watch from over there with the cake.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a good option for those of us that don't like games.
We could play strip poker.
Oh, let's play that.
You guys really know how to party. Gosh. Okay. Yeah. Let's play strip poker. Why not?
Hilrana's just going to watch while
Just
eating
watch
fistfuls
people
of
play
cake.
strip poker.
That's her energy. Yeah.
Okay, so
You guys play strip poker.
for strip poker, just roll to see who does well with strip poker and who doesn't.
Can I just roll for fun to see how much cake I can eat?
Yeah, absolutely. Constitution check for you. For the thing, it's just going to be a straight roll for the unless you want to try to cheat at strip poker, and then it would be a sleight of hand. Whoa, Arani's really good at strip poker. She hasn't taken any of her clothes off, and she's
She
very
said she
sad
likes
about
to
it.
take her clothes
She's very
off.
upset about it. She keeps trying to lose, but somehow Desmond keeps like switching her cards out when she's not looking.
Oh, Desmond.
Okay, Gary has lost most of his clothing.
Me too.
Ooh, this cake is good. I've eaten a lot of it.
How much have you eaten?
I got 14.
Whoa, you've eaten like 3 slices of cake. That's about like you're feeling like maybe you shouldn't have any more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're just eating it while you watch your friends awkwardly take off their clothes playing strip poker.
And you were like hoping this would be sexier than it is.
Yeah, it's kind of I think slightly awkward because Mitzi is just being very forward about checking out Faris and flirting with Faris the entire time.
Well, Faris got a 13, but she immediately took her clothes off in the first hand.
Yeah, that's like
The first time she loses, she's just like, well.
But she does still have her strip poker heels on, though.
Oh,
obviously.
Obviously.
I got a 4.
Ooh, okay.
So that's bad. That's a low number.
You were at the point in the hand where you were about to just have to be completely naked.
Okay.
However, you all hear beneath you a very loud rumbling and crashing.
Did anybody else hear that? Or is it another one of the vision? I shouldn't have said that out loud.
That's why they gave us this home. It's built on some sort of fault line or something.
Oh my goodness. Maybe we
It
should go
could be
check and
haunted.
see if
The princess is trying to kill us.
Oh
we
my
were
God.
right.
The
all
princess
Whoa,
is trying to
what?
kill you? What?
Oh, yes.
Why would you invite us to your home if the princess is trying to kill you?
Oh, we just hope she wasn't.
Great.
Maybe we should check out what it is.
Someone's always trying to kill me or kidnap me or something.
Okay.
Let's
right.
check it out.
give me
I
one
think
moment.
I'm going to leave.
Oh, well, all right. Well, thank you so much for coming
sure,
in
it's
now.
fine.
For the
enough.
party.
We don't know that someone's trying to kill us. That's just my best guess.
If someone's trying to kill you, Faris, I don't think I would be very good in a fight. I'm sorry.
That's all right, sugar. I'll catch up with you later.
Okay. I'm really good at fighting, so I'm definitely coming. Desmond, get your
should.
knives.
Oh,
Oh.
you should.
Desmond.
Okay, so are you guys rushing down to
Yes.
go into the basement?
Sure.
I'm gonna call it right now. Arani is a barbarian.
Ooh.
Oh,
She
that'd be
goes
cool.
into a rage.
So, Sigil, I will point out that everyone is rushing out of the room.
Yep.
Oh,
Out of the
no.
trophy room. Are you going to follow them or
I'm
not?
putting my clothes back on.
You two can make tell me what your passive perceptions are versus, I guess, your deception of putting your clothes back on.
Well, I mean, I am putting my clothes
Yeah,
back on.
but like you're purposefully hanging back.
I got a 10.
Okay.
What about my passive perception?
What is your passive perception?
14.
Okay.
11.
So you both notice that Sigil is maybe lingering a little bit more than might be fully necessary to put their clothes back on, but there's also lots of crashing coming from beneath you. So you do with that what you would like to.
I think Faris is probably putting hers on too, but maybe not like because she's suspicious of Sigil, but
Okay.
she's just putting hers on as well.
Because it's nice to have clothes on when you're fighting.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah.
What about Cake Lady?
I think I would be just going to see what the sound
Okay.
was.
So unfortunately, I was wrong.
Yeah.
You are not alone.
That's fine.
Ferris is
I'm
getting
feeling
dressed, too.
conflicted about what I want to do anyway.
Okay. So you can follow behind, but Hilrana and Chadley and Gary and Arani are the first people to get down into the basement area. And you see a dust-covered and kind of sweaty-looking Greg down there. And he says,
Hey, honey, I may have collapsed something or opened something up accidentally. I didn't think there was anything down here, but I think there's something hidden underneath this house.
Oh, is it something exciting?
Well, I don't know how stable it is down here, so I don't know if we should be down here.
Oh, well, can't you do something about that?
I'm trying to, but that's what all the crashing is. I was setting up the tunnel that you need for, your escape route.
Oh, thank you.
Well, of course. But yeah, there's like some big empty chamber, which kind of confused me a little bit. You could try to go in if you want.
Okay, bye. I'm going on the channel.
I'm gonna keep trying to like shore things up, make sure that nothing collapses on you.
so you want to go check out the open space that he uncovered
Yes.
underneath your house. Cool. I would say that you guys can catch up by now.
Okay.
Okay.
Every once in a while, there's like some very ominous rumbling in the stone, but it hasn't collapsed yet, so that's good.
Not yet. That's fine. If I die, I die. Let's just go see what's under there.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Hilrana and Co. and everybody else will find this large space, which it's pretty gruesome in
no.
here. There is looks like some kind of torture area.
What the
Whoa.
heck?
There are chains attached to the wall. There are lots of very dark, rusty stains that were blood of some sort on the stone walls and on the floors. There's also a bunch of shelves with various very dusty, grody looking books and some laboratory equipment that looks like it probably got damaged when things
Right.
started to cave in. So it's a lot of broken glass and stuff like
Does
that.
it look like someone's been using it recently?
That's a great question. You can make a investigation check.
I also really want to look around. If
Yeah.
nobody's stopping me, I'm gonna be checking it out.
Sure.
Yeah.
Got a 15.
I got a 12.
you look around, Hilrana, you're pretty good at picking up tracks and stuff like that. And it looks like this space has been entered within the past year, but a lot of the stuff looks like it hasn't been touched in like much more time. So a lot of the tomes and books like that don't look like they've been touched. The layer of dust that's on them is far heavier than they would have been used. Same thing with like the torture equipment, but the actual ground and stuff and some of the surfaces look like somebody has.
Are there any
used
other
them.
entrances or exits?
Not that you can find, other than what Greg has opened up. With that investigation check, you did not find anything. With the 12, are you looking for anything in particular?
I'm just kind of aimlessly wandering around.
If you look at some of the books, because you're a book person.
Book person. I'm gay for books.
Gay for ghosts, gay for books. I just like how it implies that the books have a gender of
They
some
are.
sort. I don't know.
They're book gendered.
Okay.
Their gender is book.
They are a mixture of infernal and celestial and sylvan. So I don't know if you read any of those.
I read infernal and celestial.
Ooh. It's weird because every book itself kind of is in a garbled mixture of all those languages. So you can make out some of it, but not all of it. And they look like there are a lot of rituals for like power and magic and stuff like that are pretty sketchy.
This is wow. Who owned this place before you guys?
The Bellingrads.
The Bellingrads. Were they into like arcane rituals?
Well, I'm not 100% sure, but I will tell you when we were on the Black Cloud Islands, when we went and did a rescue mission for someone we know, Lady Bernadette Bellingrad was using a scroll to put an end to the situation we were in. So that to me tells me she had some sort of arcane interest.
Yeah, so these are definitely like grimoires of some kind.
Oh.
They seem like, yeah, I'm not sure I really know exactly what the purpose is, because they're written in like this weird mix of 3 languages. I only read 2 of them, but it's a little sketchy, some sketchy stuff. Which goes with the atmosphere.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, but I think even if I hadn't seen the dried blood everywhere, I still might feel a little suspicious about what these are for.
And the books themselves were like covered in a very thick layer of dust. So they haven't been touched. And some of them even like start to crumble a little bit when you touch them.
Gary and Sigil, are these books of interest to you in your study?
All books are of some interest to me.
Yeah, all books.
Well,
we're kind of gay for books.
I am 100% gay for books.
You two have a lot of interest, I'll say. Well, perhaps how do we feel about letting them sort of study them? I don't know if this is a safe space for that because, afraid y'all are going to get buried down here, but I would also like to know what in the world kind of books are in a torture chamber under our house.
Oh, I'm sure we can find a spare room upstairs for you to do some research in, bring the books up.
Sure.
All right.
In a more controlled space, as long as the house is safe, which my dad will let us know.
Yeah.
I don't want to speak for Gary, but I would definitely be interested, although we're going to want to get somebody that speaks Sylvan.
I do.
Oh, all right. So maybe, if we were to work together, we could figure out
Oh, that would be great.
what's going on here. I also can, for a limited time,
From a limited time.
only, I can cast a spell that'll let me read this, but it's just for like an hour.
I don't have any magical capabilities. I just can read. So I might not be the best help for you. But if you need help, Sigil, I'm happy to do the best that I can, but I don't speak Sylvan either.
I also have a strange ability to understand any written language that I see.
Oh,
But I have to be touching the surface upon which the words are written.
Whoa!
So you have to stroke the book.
You
I
are definitely
do.
gay for books.
I'm gay for arcane text.
Me too, honey. Definitely.
Whoa. And suddenly their eyes lock across the room.
You like books?
Everybody's
I
looking.
love
Like
books.
everyone's eyes are looking.
Just back away from the heat that is going between the two of them.
I hold the book out and she touches.
You do the ghost
yeah,
thing where
ghost
like
thing.
one person is behind the other one as you stroke the pages.
Faris wraps her arms
Man,
around
ghosts
Sigil's
are really
middle and
coming
they
into
start
this
to look
episode.
together.
Yes.
This is how we read.
That'll be fun for you guys. Hilrana, you hear a flustered squeak of protest from Chadley, and then Chadley is being pulled by some kind of invisible force
Oh no.
towards one of the walls with the chains on it.
Can Hilrana cast Entangle to grab Chadley?
You can definitely try.
Chadley.
Is it just Hilrana that notices that?
Well, let's have everybody make a perception check. I just would say that she's attuned to Chadley squeaks.
Yeah, that's definitely true. And also I rolled a 7. Yeah, I got a 9. I don't notice anything.
Yeah, you're too busy having sexy times with the tomes.
12.
12, you're too sexy with the tomes.
Getting sexy with the books.
How do I cast Entangle?
I think you
It's been
just
so long
cast
since
it.
I've had to use magic. Yeah,
You
hit
will
cast.
definitely get Chadley in the attack range
Okay.
of the entangle, and you
Well, I'm
will
trying to
injure
grab
him.
him and then.
And he is a squirrel.
He will die.
Well, I'm not trying to like kill him.
I don't know. Or you could just literally go over and try to grab him.
Oh, is he close by?
Yeah, you could
Alright.
move. He's not.
I'll grab him.
So you go over and you grab him, and something is going to try to do like a grapple check with you on Chadley. So go ahead and make a athletics check opposed with some invisible force. And actually, it's not invisible anymore. As soon as it starts to like actively fight with you, and Chadley bites
did you
it.
say with a disadvantage?
No, just
Oh,
athletics.
it's 17.
Okay, yeah, you easily pull Chadley, and the invisible thing that was holding on to Chadley flickers and then appears, and you see flapping with little tiny wings in the air is a purplish gray imp. And it looks at you, and it makes this like its eyes get really wide, and then it starts to try to like fly away from you.
Oh, we got an imp infestation.
Yeah,
All right.
An infestation.
Infestation. Nice one. Okay, did everybody else see that now, or
No.
Hilrana
just
just
you.
yells, "Ah, an imp!"
Okay, everybody looks over, and there's an imp, and the imp is gonna try to go invisible again. And
He
then-
tried to grab Chadley.
So it is invisible now.
It's invisible.
But we didn't see it for
saw
a split
You
Like-
saw a
second.
flash of like purplish
So
gray
it's
skin,
probably
and
still
then-
in here.
So it's probably still in here, yeah.
Oh my god, an imp.
Mhm.
It's been a long time since I've seen one of those.
All right, I'm going to cast See Invisibility.
Cast See Invisibility, and you can see now very perfectly outlined this small imp creature. It looks. Make an insight check if you'd like to.
I rolled a 1.
Yeah.
This imp
It looks-
was sent to kill us.
Yeah, it's an assassin imp, to your mind. It's here to
Oh
kill,
my God.
just both destroy the books and destroy you.
This imp was sent to kill us. I can see it in its eyes. I'm gonna be
It's
like,
trying to
no,
steal a squirrel."
You can't have the books or the squirrel.